decision made earlier this year confirmed that the father was still obligated to pay support for his 2 children from a first marriage, even though he no longer had a relationship with them. He had a new family with 2 other small children to support, and the child support obligation will cause him undue hardship in light of his difficult financial circumstances. In this case, the husband and wife had 2 children together. After they separated, the mother, who had a 3rd child from a previous relationship, moved all 3 children with her to Manitoba. The mother earned approximately $24,000 per year as a hairstylist, plus another $9,000 in child support for the 3rd child she had from the other relationship. Meanwhile, the father, who remained in Ontario, had embarked on a new relationship with another woman and had 2 more children with her. He was the sole supporter of his new family unit, which consisted of his new wife, the 2 children, and his mother-in-law, who lived with them. The father earned approximately $56,000 per year as a service technician, but this included significant overtime, which was not guaranteed. The mother applied to the Ontario court for an order for child support for the 2 children. The father asked that this amount be based on the undue hardship provisions of the child support guidelines, so the court was obligated to compare the household incomes of the parties. First, the court considered the fact that the father had a new family to support. It accepted his claim that he was struggling financially to support them, particularly since he had the added burden of having his mother-in-law living in the home. He was heavily in debt and owed considerable amounts to extended family members. The court also made an interesting observation. Since the father admitted that he did not see his 2 older children anymore, his current debts and precarious financial situation were completely unrelated to his prior relationship with the mother. As such, the father's dire financial scenario was essentially of his own making and could not be grounds for his undue hardship claims. There was no avoiding the conclusion that the father was legally obligated to pay child support for his 2 children of his first union. However, in determining the proper amount, the court was entitled to consider all of the circumstances, including the father's financial obligations to his new family. Looking at the numbers, the father's overall financial situation was not significantly worse than that of the mother. He had a household of 3 adults and 2 children with an income of $56,000 at his disposal. She, on the other hand, had a household of 1 adult and 3 children with an income of about $32,000. In the end, and despite finding that he would endure financial hardship, the father was ordered to pay the mother child support. However, in light of all the circumstances, the court adjusted the amount to $400 per month. We hope you have found this video helpful. If you require further information about this topic, please give us a call or visit our website.